Hey guys, how's it going? I'm actually in the process of moving across country at the moment, so I'm not going to be doing the weekly check-ins for each of the 12 zodiac signs just for the time being. Probably for the next 2 or 3 weeks, I'm going to take a bit of a break, but figured I would dive in and do a weekly energy pull for you guys. So this is a general message. Take it how it resonates. Basically, what I'm going to do is carry on with the messages that I received from the weekly poll that I did this morning. I shared those on my Instagram channel, Vivacious Fox Healing. There's also dailies that are on there that are going to be halted for the time being, but be sure to check out that account for your weekly and daily energy check-ins, okay? But for now, we'll just dive in. This is a collective message, so for all signs, take it how it resonates. Roles can be reversed here, and this can be part of any area of your life: love and romance, finance and career, spiritual development, personal growth. Okay, take it how it resonates, but we'll dive in. I will give you a brief overview of the message that I received this morning, and then we'll dive in a little bit further and get some more specifics for you guys, okay? If these messages are resonating, I am accepting some readings. Some spots are available for the personal readings over the next couple weeks. So if you would like to get in, be sure to visit that site, vivaciousfoxhealing.com, right away and book it in so you don't miss out. And yeah, okay, I'm done. All right, guys. So the overall energy we got for this week was the 7 of Swords and the 6 of Wands. There's some sort of deception that's been going around here. I kept getting a really heavy feeling of denial, being you yourself being in denial, or just not wanting to see a situation for what it really was. All right. And it's so funny because it's not, I don't get the feeling that it's, and sometimes we're in a bad place or a bad situation and we just keep blocking out and pretending like it's not there. If anything, I actually feel like this is reversed. I feel as though it's blocking out something good because you convinced and you've already set your mind on something else that wasn't actually in alignment with you. So you've probably been feeling a little bit of this rocky in and out, back and forth energy lately, and it's because of this deception, okay? This doesn't have to be personal and internal. This could be something external to you, perhaps somebody who's been trying to pull a fast one on you, some situation that's, someone or something is trying to get the better of you here, is trying to get the upper hand here. But this deception is coming to light. Whatever this is, whether it's denial or whether it's an act or a situation that somebody else is taking part in to kind of get you under their thumb, basically, you're going to realize this. I hear you putting a stop to it. And I feel like for a lot of people, there's going to be this frustration around, oh, why didn't I see this sooner? Why didn't I know it sooner? One of the most prominent messages I heard this morning that I kept hearing over and over again is that there was no time wasted here, okay? So do not get frustrated and discouraged if you've been going down a particular path and you come to this realization that it's just not what you thought it was going to be or what you expected it to be, because there was still a very important lesson. There was something pivotal about this situation that you needed to go through in order to recognize and again see this, whether it was something that you've been denying or someone or something else that's been trying to be a little bit sneaky, right? You needed to do this because you had to go through this experience to get to this energy of the 6 of Wands. 6 of Wands is about victory, okay? So while and again, that's why I feel like a lot of people are just like, shoot, why did I waste so much time with X, Y, and Z when really it was ABC, That's okay. That's okay, because it's almost like you had to go through this denial, the state of denial or deception to get that clarity moving forward, okay? We'll refer back to these oracle messages in a few minutes here, but I want to dive in a little bit further and give you more of an insight of what's going on here, okay, guys? And remember, these messages are for the collective, so take them very loosely, okay? If this is not a message for you, but I get the feeling that in some ways this is going to be very spot on for a lot of you, and other views, it's kind of just like a little minor detail that you go, oh yeah, I see it now, okay? So again, take it however it resonates, right? Spirit, what can you tell us about this Seven of Swords, please and thank you? What about this energy of the Seven of Swords? Okay, yeah. The deception here was that you had a decision to make. You were given options here with the Two of Wands in reverse, but you didn't take it, right? So it's like, or you made a decision, but it wasn't the one that was in alignment with your higher self, with your true purpose, right? So it's like you're given the red pill and the blue pill. You take the blue pill when really you should have been taking the red pill, right? Or, something around that situation or something similar to that. But this is okay. It's okay that you missed the first round. It's like you missed the first train that came around because there's a second one coming in. And that's what's going through. So some people jumped on board on the first chance that they had. Other people, not so much. But this is a second opportunity that is coming your way, okay? You're now, whereas before, and again, it's not that you did anything wrong by making the choice that you did at that time. It just meant that you had to repeat a certain cycle or a certain lesson for it to really hit home, okay? And now that you're coming back full circle with this again, do not miss out on this opportunity. It's not to say that if you take this one, it's not going to come back around again, but we have to remember that when the universe is really trying to send us a message or a signal about something, when they really want us to take action towards something that's in alignment with ourselves, the more we deny and the more we refuse to see things as it really is and kind of going with the flow and the plan of divine planning, the more challenging those cycles become, right? So don't miss, this boat is coming back around again, or this train is coming back around again. So be sure to jump on it this time. Sorry about that, guys. So, and it's interesting because there's something, this deception could be around, perhaps it's with a family member or somebody you know from your childhood. Six of Cups here, this is all about nostalgia. So it's something very near and dear to you is what I'm hearing and feeling for a lot of you, okay? Yeah, it's like, what is this with the Six of Cups? I get the feeling for a lot of you, it's like you had this certain expectation of someone. Again, I feel like it's somebody who is very near and dear to you. But it's like you had this certain expectation and something happened that just made things rocky. You felt like your back was up against the wall with this person. It's almost like they caught you off guard or you caught them off guard with something. And you really didn't expect it from them. And which is why I feel like for a lot of you, it was almost like you couldn't believe that this person would do something like this to you, and that put you in that very defensive mode of feeling like, nope, I just got to protect myself. I got to watch out for myself. This is about me and forget anybody else. Like I can do this on my own. But I feel like that's part of the deception. I feel like part of the deception was that because you were so hurt by this, or because you were so thrown off and caught off guard with whatever this situation happened with this person, could be, yeah, I mean, sometimes the Six of Cups can be a past life person, but it's not. I feel like this is very much somebody who's, again, whether it's a family member, an old childhood friend, perhaps a relationship with somebody that you've had in the past. Okay, this is somebody from your past. There's nostalgia here. There's fond memories. There's good times, but it's almost like you had this image of a person and it all came crashing down with one swift move. It's like you saw this person in a certain light and then you could not believe the deception that came out of it. I feel like part of this deception is them deceiving you and you feeling like you were almost kind of tricked to be like, it's like seeing somebody's true colors. But at the same time, I feel like this person as well was reacting out of fear. They didn't intend to hurt you and they didn't mean to hurt you, but they did. And it's almost like because that happened, they got very defensive and then you got very defensive and put up your own wall. It was just like, nope, I don't need anyone or anything. But again, this is the deception. The deception is two ways. This is coming from both sides. So take it however the message resonates here, okay? The roles can't absolutely be reversed, but I feel like for one person, it was that this person did something that ended up was non-intentionally meant to hurt you, but did because they were deceiving themselves. They were in their own state of denial. And then you guys are mirroring each other. It's like they were in this very deceptive mode that caused this issue, and now you're in this deceptive mode where you're just kind of shutting yourself out. And I just keep hearing somebody say, nope, forget it, don't need to waste my time, I'm better off on my own, this doesn't bother me anymore. But it does. Like this Seven of Wands, I keep going back to it here. The Seven of Wands, it's like, even the way the Deviant Moon depicts it, it's fighting for yourself, but the way that it's perceived in this deck, it's almost like he's running scared, right? He's trying to dodge all these obstacles and challenges in his way because it's survival mode. I just keep hearing you're in the state of survival mode. And again, because it's like this person was I need to fend for myself and I need to look out for myself. But they were coming from a state of ego and deception, and now that's you. Now you're in that state of, nope, I need to fight for myself. It's about me and nobody else. And now you're in that deceptive mode. But there's victory here. Something's going to be balanced out between the two of you, or whatever the situation is. It will be balanced out. Spirit, can you clarify this? Yeah. Can we get more on this Six of Wands? Both of them. Okay. Yeah, Queen of Swords here. So this victory is coming from literally just identifying that deception. It's like you come to this realization, and at first I do feel like a lot of you are going to be like, dumb, like, why didn't I think of this sooner? Why didn't I see this sooner, right? But it's like you're seeing things for what it really is. The Queen of Swords is a no nonsense. Like, she cuts out the bullshit, right? So it's like if somebody were to they were to tell you this story, right? And the story has elements of truth in it, but then there's all these other bits to it that are kind of there to fluff it up and make it be like they're telling the truth, but there's all these fabricated elements to it. I just keep going back to, and like, I don't know if maybe not everybody knows this, but the Disney movies are actually, a lot of them, like Snow White and everything, they were actually based on dark tales from an author like way before, stories, fantasies, and fairy tales that, maybe not fairy tales, but there's very dark components to those stories. And it's like Disney took it and took the certain parts, because there is some heaviness in those movies still, right? But then they put this little light twist on it and made it into a movie for kids, right? It's like somebody came to you, and it's not that they were fully lying. There were elements of truth there, but they were not telling you the full story. You were not getting the full picture here, and now you see that, you know. And now you're just like, come to me with the truth and nothing but the truth, or off with your head, right? Queen of Swords is no nonsense. She sees, truckling by. She sees things for what it really is, and you can't trick her. You can't deceive her into thinking and believing something else is there when it's not. Yeah, there was an opportunity that was here, but it was missed before. I feel like perhaps some of you, this person from the past, perhaps this was an opportunity for a relationship that just didn't take off. It's like you or this other person did not serve justice to it the way that this relationship deserved. Maybe this is a friendship or a business, some partnership. There was some sort of collaboration here that you had certain goals set forth, and you had dreams and desires, and it was like the juices were flowing, and then all of a sudden a pin was dropped in it, and it created a lot of tension. But that opportunity, it's like this opportunity is coming back around. Whatever this was that was dismissed before, literally like she's throwing away the cup, right? So it's saying this victory is coming in because now you see things for what it really is. Where there was a missed opportunity before, there's going to be a new opportunity again now. And it's going to bring you towards your wish fulfillment. This is something that you've been waiting on. This is something the other person's been waiting on too, but they've been too far into the mode of denial that they just weren't having it, or you weren't having it. But now it's almost like it's so blatantly obvious that how can you deny it, right? Okay, let's look into the oracle here a little bit. A win-win outcome is forecast. Yeah, it's just, and win-win, right? It's just, I feel like this can go either way. It's like either you have followed your free will, or either you have followed the messages and the signs that the universe has been provided. And even if this situation does not come back around, something else will. You are not going to lose either way. If not this, something better, right? But on the other side of it, win-win still. This is a balancing scale of Libra. You can be dealing with a Libra, air sign Libra. But it's just like, this deception is on both sides, right? And that clarity now, that deception is coming into light. So the scales are being balanced for the both of you. Bring love into the situation. Yeah, I feel like one of you somebody did something out of fear, and it was like this domino effect that happened. But what you weren't seeing is that it's almost like that domino effect had to happen because whatever this was not built on solid foundation before. And now it's moving towards something that is grounded, because now there's no more deception. Whatever they were trying to hide from you, or whatever you were trying to hide for them, you can't dismiss it anymore. It's too obvious. It's become too apparent. Bring love into the situation. See things with compassion. I get the feeling that I get the energy of an apology as well. It's like, I'm sorry that, I let this go in the past. I see now what the true value of this and what you really are. I just saw 1111 as I said that. The number of manifestation. But yeah, bring love into this. Try not to be too harsh when this situation comes back again, because like I said, that train is coming back around. Try to bring love into the situation. Try to be compassionate and empathetic towards yourself and towards them, okay? Because people do dumb things when they're scared or when they're overwhelmed. And I very much feel like this is the aftermath of that. A time to give rather than take, right? It's like giving this person the opportunity to explain themselves, or allowing you to say and speak the truth of what you really need to share for yourself, okay? A time to give rather than take. This isn't about being in that deceptive mode of, it's me, I take care of myself and I don't need anyone or anything else, okay? You don't need to be in that mode anymore. at least try to veer out of that mode, okay? Because you're being called to, again, bring love into the situation and to give rather than take at this time. So if this apology comes back around, because I feel like, again, there is some sort of an apology coming in, try to allow that reciprocity, that receptivity to come in, okay? Listening to them and hearing them out so that you can really get the full picture of things now. Because again, that deception is going to be revealed. Emotions are running high right now for you and this person this week, or whatever this situation is. Hot moon extremes. This is all about, this is the ebb and flow of life. It's like sometimes things don't unfold the way that we expect them to or would like them to, because they're being played out in a different way that is according to the divine planning and divine timing, okay? And this could be really, really frustrating. But again, it's like this needed to unfold the way that it did because however the road it was going down before was not right. This person had a lot to uncover and reveal. You had a lot to uncover and reveal. And now that the two of you are coming out the other side of it, it's like the intensity is still here, but it's like, how are you going to handle this situation, right? We always have a choice when we're faced with a difficult situation. Are we going to become reactive and impulsive and let our emotions and our thoughts take the best of us? Or are we going to approach it from an objective or subjective point of view, subjective, where you stand on the outside and you look in and say, okay, this is what happened. This is how I've been perceiving it, but now I'm hearing that this is what happened and this is why. It's handling the situation with confidence and grace. Life is always going to be full of these up and down moments, these hot and cold energies. How well can you handle this now moving forward? And again, once this train comes back around and that apology, it's like, you have the opportunity to really I'm hearing very quickly move forward in this situation, but it's going to come down to how you're going to handle it. How are you going to react and respond? Are you going to learn the lessons, or are you going to repeat the cycle here? You're gaining clarity now. Where you were in the darkness before, you now see the light, okay? And not everything has fully been revealed to you yet, but those answers that you've been waiting for, they're coming in, okay? This deception is going to become so blatantly obvious now. So whatever denial's been there, whatever, just untruthful, nasty behavior, not nasty behavior, but maybe some of the people have been nasty, but whoever was not speaking the truth in this situation, they're about to. And you are coming out of this darkness energy, this unknowing energy of which way to go. It's like now you're stepping out into the moonlight, and now you will see the path laid out in front of you, okay? All right, guys, I hope you have a great week. I hope the message resonated for you. If it did, be sure to like, share, and subscribe to this channel. And yeah, if you're interested in a private reading with me, be sure to book via that website link. Everything is provided in the description box below. And I will see you next week. Bye, guys.